The Chicago Bears just sent a serious message because Kiran Amegadjie is about to receive one of the biggest opportunities of his NFL career, but it could also be his final major opportunity to prove he belongs on this Chicago Bears roster. The former third-round pick will start at left tackle for the Bears in the preseason opener against the Cleveland Browns, but with Braxton Jones, Jedrick Wills, Theo Benedette, and eventually Ozzie Trapillo, who's supposed to be here a lot sooner, all part of this tackle equation. Amegadjie is maybe fighting for much more than a starting job. He may be fighting for a place on this 53-man roster. What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to Bears Digest. Thank you for joining me. If you have not, hit that sub button real quick. It couldn't be more free. Takes 2 seconds. Me and Dylan are here every day now with updates. Season is ramping up, more updates daily. So get tuned. Helps out the channel a ton. We are on the road to 5,000, and we're starting to get some more people following us, more views. So keep it up. Thank you for all the support, and let's get into it with Kiran Amegadjie. I looked up this pronunciation 35 times. But Amegadjie was a significant investment for Ryan Poles. He was a left tackle. Bears selected him in the third round of the 2024 draft. Rookie contract is worth about $5.9 million, but heading into his third training camp, Chicago is still waiting for that investment to turn into a dependable role. As a rookie, Kiran Amegadjie played 125 offensive snaps, primarily left tackle, struggled with his responsibilities. Then in September of 25, suffered an elbow injury that put him on injured reserve for most of his second NFL season. The summer has been a big opening for him with Braxton Jones sidelined. Amegadjie has taken first-team reps at left tackle. Jones returned to limited participation on August 13th, but Chicago had continued to give Kiran opportunities to show the progress he has made. Ben Johnson made an honest assessment of Kiran Amegadjie on August 13th when he said, "I've seen improvement from last year, and yet there's still glimpses of where we need the consistency to be a little better." That is really the entire story in one sentence. The Bears see real growth, but they have not seen enough consistency to feel completely secure with what they have at left tackle with Kiran Amegadjie. Ben Johnson also added right here, "I love where he's at, though. He's working hard. He's got better understanding of the offense. That's clear, and you can tell his confidence level continues to rise at each practice he's been out there." That development is very encouraging, but offensive tackle is not a position where potential alone earns you a job. The Bears need someone you can trust to consistently protect 18 Caleb Williams, communicate properly, handle one-on-one pass rush reps. We need someone to do all that, and they got to know the offense. It seems like a big point of Ben Johnson's offense is knowing what to do inside and out for every opportunity, late game situations. That is why Saturday's preseason opener against Cleveland matters so much. Ben Johnson announced Kiran Amegadjie will start the game at left tackle, giving him the first opportunity to put his growth on display in live game actions. But the Bears are not handing him the entire job. Ben Johnson said right here, "We'll start Kiran first quarter, and we're looking to alternate him and Jedrick throughout the game based on the quarters. We'll hopefully get an equal number of snaps for those guys, and we'll continue to reassess where we're at that position as we go." That means Chicago is creating a direct comparison between Amegadjie and Jedrick Wills. Both players will get a similar workload, and the coaching staff can judge who looks more dependable, who handles the pass protection better, and who gives the Bears the most confidence moving forward. That is the competition. That is the difficult path of the competition. Braxton Jones still in the mix and has been a starter for Chicago over the last 3 years. If Jones returns healthy and wins the job, then the conversation about who is the best backup and swing tackle option. Wills is the biggest competition. He has 57 career starts at left tackle, over 5 seasons with the Browns, and entered the league as a top 10 draft pick. His experience alone gives an advantage that Amegadjie just cannot really match. Ben Johnson acknowledged Wills has physical traits, saying that how well he can protect one-on-one. He's got the traits, long arms, and he can mirror pass rushers, and so it's all there. So Wills is a good option for Kiran to go back and forth with. Like, these two are good options for the Bears to have battling for that option. It's just a matter it's just a matter of consistency with Ben Johnson. This is what Ben Johnson said about Jedrick Wills, the Browns guy. It's just a matter of consistency right now and familiarity with what we're doing. He's a little bit behind the other guys just because he hasn't been in the system for a whole year. And I think that is Amegadjie's chance because he does not have Wills does not have the experience that Kiran has, but he has spent more time in Chicago's offense, and he can show better consistency in the preseason. He can make the decision much more difficult. So I think that's perfect. And like I said earlier, I think it really depends on who knows the offense more. Ben Johnson really puts a lot of value in knowing the offense. And the cut speculation is real for Kiran Amegadjie. Bears Wire and Sports Illustrated both projected Amegadjie to miss the initial 53-man roster, with the Bears keeping Wills and Theo Benedict instead. Bleacher Report's Monton? I'm definitely saying that wrong. But he named Amegadjie Chicago's most likely cut before the regular season starts September 13th. He points to Jones as this likely starter, with Wills as a veteran insurance backup. Morton wrote that most people don't have as wait, hold on, let me get this right. Monton basically wrote that if Benedict is the primary swing tackle option, Amegadjie's roster outlook is shaky at best. The injury to Ozzie Trapillo could also create problems for Kiran because he's coming back so much sooner. Obviously, it does not guarantee that Amegadjie is going to make the team because Ozzie Trapillo is out, but if he returns sooner, then that cut speculation gets even more serious. The bottom line is Chicago could save $1.33 million by waiving Kiran, whose 2026 cap hit is roughly $1.61 million. This is not a deciding factor by itself, but when a player is on the bubble, production, versatility, health, and cap savings all matter. So the preseason opener is big for Kiran Amegadjie. Ben Johnson sees progress. The Bears see a player working hard, learning the offense, and growing in confidence, but they also need to see that consistent execution, and that's what Ben Johnson is hoping for on this preseason game against the Browns. If he plays well against the Browns, protects the quarterbacks, I mean, he's got to prove that he can be trusted to make this roster, but I really think that Jedrick Wills is a very veteran guy from the Browns, and he's going to give Kiran a tough time to make that spot. So let me know in the comments. Not too much going on with Bears news right now. A lot of indoor practices closed to the public. So quick story for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that sub button if you haven't. Updates daily on Bears. As always, bear down.